Alrighty, welcome in NRL Picks and Preview back with you for NRL Round 7. Keeps on rolling through. Missed last night's match for you, but to be fair, we wouldn't have gave you that winner anyway. But it doesn't matter because we're here for the weekend ahead. Jordan Hughes with you alongside my main man, fresh of a High Rocks.
It's me, King! The High Rocks freshness.
You
brother.
did it last night, didn't you?
Last night in Brisbane. Great performance, great night, and back here this morning with my main guy.
Good. How'd we go?
Yeah, pretty
Happy?
good, hey. We performed well.
Did the partner one, eh?
Yeah, duo. Bit of a duo out there.
Nice.
So duos, mixed duos, performed well, happy with how we went, and all in all pulled up good today.
I was going to say, it must be hard for Mon. She just carries you the whole way.
That's it, I'm a big body as well. Big body, big engine.
Yes, you are. You're a big fucking nutcase as well. But I've got to have you with alongside, as always. Dogs, Panthers, mate.
Dogs, Panthers. Sorry, everyone. We would have got that wrong for everyone. So
Yeah,
lucky we weren't on yesterday.
correct.
I think the whole country was wrong. How did Bulldogs do that? No Crichton, their captain, and the way Penrith have been playing. What happened?
They were paying $6 to win.
$6. Crazy. Do you know what? I caught the back end because I was racing. At the back end, I just saw error after error from both teams.
It was a bit of a shit fight of a game, to be fair.
And do you know what? Bulldogs did stand up and lay on some good hits that I did see.
They did.
Other than that,
Yeah, pretty.
not good for my punting.
No. Jacob Preston and
Kick out
what's his name?
Galvin.
Nice little partnership. They're going well.
On the duo.
Off the hip, yeah.
Well, what about Kikau's try was phenomenal. And
Yep.
do you know what? Like we always say, Bulldogs are the Penrith's second team.
They
Half
are.
of them are ex-Penrith. Even
Yeah.
the coach is an
True.
ex-assistant Penrith. So Penrith 1 v Penrith 2, and Penrith 2 got the dub.
Of course, game 200 for Nathan Cleary.
Oh,
Do you think, here's one for you, when it's all said and done, is he going to be the best ever? Do you believe that?
He'll definitely be up there.
In the conversation.
He definitely has got like 10 more years left.
Well, he
in him.
he could hit 350 games.
Yeah,
he
well,
should.
Definitely. How many has he done? 200.
200, yeah.
200.
Yeah,
And
already.
they're already talking
And he's
about him.
27.
Yeah, he's got another 10 years left in him at good form too.
It's unbelievable.
So-
Congratulations to Cleary on game 200. Another thing that caught my eye, mate, I wanted to bring this by. Did you see the Titans Chargers jersey for the Magic Round?
Do you know what? I actually did because you're the one that showed me.
Of course I did. They're fucking sick.
They're quite fresh, old school stees,
Yep.
and they'll be wearing them for Magic Round.
They sold out in the first hour on the website and had to restock. So,
Probably because you bought 6.
Titans fans are in numbers, mate, all right?
They are, and I don't know why, how, or what you guys are doing, but good on you.
Anyway, they did that very well. It's a very cool jersey, and I like it.
Fantastic.
All right, let's keep it moving into round number 7 this afternoon. The Dragons, $2.80. Manly, $1.44. The Lions, 8.5. Very interesting dynamic. Guess one of the two coaches going head-to-head.
Absolutely. Foz here, the new Manly's coach. They've changed leadership, and last week they performed on the other end. Flanagan, with his son Flanagan,
Yep.
and no Gutho, and then there's
Under all
Salone.
sorts of pressure, isn't he?
Yeah, and so he should be. I agree with it. About time someone's had a look. Pause the contracts. What are you seeing here?
Let's just hypothetical here. Let's say the Dragons lose. Does he get sacked?
I thought he should have been gone long ago. If he's
How
making
long?
his son
How
the
long do they
captain
give
and
him? You
the-
reckon? What do you think?
I don't know. I'm
You're
not a
reg-
part of that role. But yeah, we just seen with Seabold. He was gone like that.
Exactly right. It's cutthroat business.
But yeah, they didn't have doubts with him until this year, I don't think.
Yeah.
But do you know what? I think Dragons have been underperforming. They're all in the wrong positions. Holmes is a left edge striking animal. They've moved him to the right. He doesn't get the ball.
I agree.
They've mixed him up with Sully. Sully's not the best defender. But yeah, they need to put Holmes back on the left if they want to score some points because that's what they're lacking.
Yeah. Anyway, it should be an interesting contest, that's for sure. The Dragons have lost their last 9. The away team have covered Manly's last 6, which is something to think about. Cooler, hasn't he been in a strike? He's scored in his last 6 first teams on a losing streak.
Absolutely, and he is rapid pace. For me, I'm looking at Tommy Turbo going up against Salone and Cooler. So for me, I've got Tommy Turbo and Cooler to be a try scorer for me. On the other edge, they've got Sloane at fullback instead of Gutho.
I like
Gutho's
Sloane.
injured. Do you?
Do you know? He's better than Gutho, isn't he? Guess Gutho just had it.
I've watched Salone over the years, and he's very lazy effort areas. Obviously, he's got speed,
Yeah.
but speed doesn't make up for all the other things.
He's a bit
that
hot
he
and
lack.
cold, isn't he?
Absolutely. I think there's plenty of points in this game. I'm not looking forward to it, but I think. Do you know what the new thing is for this year? You know how 1 to 12 is usually like most games. It's not 1 to 12 this year. The more common ground's 13 plus.
Yeah, a lot of
I've
blowouts.
found that. Yeah. Well, they're not really blowouts now. That's just the new
True. The new norm.
game. Yeah.
Well, the Dragons didn't score a point last week, so hopefully they can do that. How do you see it playing out?
Look, for me, I'm just going with a Manly 13 plus, Tommy and Cooler. And keep an eye on this. Tommy Turbo for me, I've put him on every single week for first try scorer. 3 weeks in a row, he's hit. Will this be the fourth for me?
Let's go again.
Let's go again.
I love it. For me, try scores, I just can't back the Dragons. I just can't. So, Manly to win. I do like Sloan for a try, and I do like Tula for a try as well.
Beauty. That's us. Cooler, Manly.
Keep it moving. Let's go down to the Queensland Derby. The Broncos $1.60. The Cowboys $2.35. The Lions 3.5. Well, the storyline here is the Broncos have no players.
Absolutely. Walshy gone, and he's one of their best players. On the other one, you've also got Adam Reynolds and Ben Hunt gone. They've got Tom Duffy at number 7. I don't know him. Where's he?
He's been
Was he
thereabouts.
Was he?
Yeah.
I thought he was next Cowboys. I think they've got a Tom Duffy up there, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not sure who this young fella is, but they've also got Rogers on the bench, so he might be a late change. And do you know what? I watched Broncos versus Titans the other week, and I was not impressed.
Did you go?
Yeah, I went live. Yeah, GA. Shout out to Grant Anderson, who hooked me up a few tickets.
Oh, did he really? There you
Yeah, I
go.
think he owns half of the team, so it was pretty good of him to
That is such a random person to be able to get you the seats. I
send
like
me
it.
a message. What a legend! So thank you, mate.
It looked like a good vibe there. 27,000 sold out.
It was actually, you know how usually they have half the stadium not full.
Yeah.
The whole stadium was full.
Yep.
But for the game, don't rate it.
On the Cowboys, haven't they turned the corner a bit? A few weeks ago, all the pressure was on Peyton, and now all of a sudden they're looking the goods and a good chance in this one.
Flying as well after round 1, drink water, rib injury, and he's come out the other end just flying. They performed so well last week. Purdue at that left edge with speed, absolutely phenomenal. I'm actually looking for a bit of an upset here after watching Broncos live. What I did notice watching live, Ezra Mam was limping a bit,
Yeah.
He was limping. No Reynolds, no Hunt, no Walsh. I'm actually going with the upset here, and they are the underdogs, the Cowboys.
They are. Couple of stats for you, though. The Broncos have covered the last 5 of 6 versus the Cowboys. The Broncos have scored the first try in their last 5 versus the Cowboys.
Ooh.
So if you want a little sprinkle, chuck it on a Broncos winger, potentially, for a first try. Not a bad option. Tuolangi scored his last 9 of 10 away games, and the new man who just signed to a 2030, Jackson Purdue, scored his last 4 of 5 away games.
That's a decent signing, He's a young kid. He's proving a bright light, and I do like him. I'm going to back you there with the Cowboys. I like that left edge. It's either Purdue or Tuolangi to score for me and Cowboys to win.
Do you reckon Purdue's a long-term fullback for them? Or 6? Or centre?
Well, he's actually a centre and a 5'8" right now.
Because they paid him big money if he's going to be just a centre.
You know what?
I
If
mean?
they do get rid of Drinkwater, he can go to
Well, it
fullback.
came out. I just saw before. I think Drinkwater's going to be in the move. I just saw something.
Well, absolutely, Purdue's straight back there.
Yeah, I
Just
think that's the
imagine
plan.
him. He'd be like another hammer.
Yeah, I agree. Let's go the Cowboys. I like them to get it done here. I'll go Cowboys to win. Cowboys plus the 3.5. Tuolangi scores, and I'll go Jesse Arthur's playing his 100th game in the NRL too.
And fullback too.
Good to see. Yep. Let's go now to the Rabbitohs and the Raiders. The double header over in Perth. $1.52 the Rabbitohs. The Raiders $2.55. Your number's 5.5.
In Perth, what's doing over there?
Because it's the unveiling their mascot, the Perth Bears.
Wow, that has nothing to do with Rabbits and Raiders.
But they're trying to promote the game for the Bears coming in. Give them some footy.
Crazy. So it's an away game. Both are travelling. Pretty tough.
14 travelling because Sharks Roosters are there as well.
Oh, well, awesome. Thank you for letting me know.
No worries.
I would change my bets. No, I wouldn't have. Look, the Rabbits here have been playing good footy, fresh up. Brandon Smith is back in the mix, and he's with Keon, Cam Murray, and Duncan. That is a great
Tallis
forward
Duncan,
pack.
isn't he playing well?
Absolutely. He's just a good, hard back rower that they need.
Yep.
And then that gives time for Walker, Fafita, and Latrell Mitchell to just do their thing. On the other end, Raiders are underperforming.
Struggling, my friend.
What doing, my guys?
Not good. The Raiders have won the last 4 versus the Rabbitohs, though, and the underdog has covered the last 6 of 7 Raiders games. So I'm actually going the Raiders for the upset. I like them. They're due.
All right. Well,
They're due, mate.
do you know what? I've been going against the Rabbits, but the way they've been playing, I'll be backing them. I've got Latrell to score, Johnson to score, and the Rabbits to win.
There we go. Raiders to win. Raiders plus the 5.5. I do think Latrell scores, though, regardless, and I'll back the Raiders to get the upset. Staying in Perth, the Sharks $2, the Roosters $1.82. Your number's 1.5.
You know what? When I looked at this looks like a close game between them, isn't it? It's either
Yeah.
hit or miss with those halves and this game. Sharks versus Roosters, it's going to be a tight affair for me. I do like the way Trindle and Hines are playing at the moment with their team. They have very good momentum. On the other side, you still have DCE and Walker finding their groove, and I think it's Robson back for his second game. So once they get gelling, I'd like to support them a bit more.
I agree. Iro scored in his last 6 interstate games. Stone Street scored his last 4 of 5 outside of Sydney. Tedesco as well scored his last 4 of 5 outside of Sydney. And Sydney's last 4 interstate games have got over the total points if you think it could be a shootout, which I reckon it might be. So I'll take the over. I'll take the Roosters to win and Tedesco to score for me.
Beautiful. Well, I'm going the other way.
Ooh.
I think Will Kennedy, he's been scoring. He's
Yeah.
been good support, and he's been scoring. Scored 2 last week. Kennedy, I've got either Will Kennedy or Trindle for some meat pies, and the Sharks to win in a tight one.
He could be playing for a contract too. This is his last year, and potentially the
Who, Trindle?
Kennedy.
Wow.
So potentially the Perth Bears over there could get a taste for it, what it could be like.
Very nice.
So-
Hey, one more thing. On that Roosters, look out for that right edge, Toya or Mark Nawakawazi for a maybe meat pie.
Toya's playing good, isn't he?
Did I say his name
No,
right?
you did not. I was
Said it
going to let
confidently
it fly.
too.
Yeah. Mark Nawangani is the one.
There he is.
In his final year for the Roosters.
Sure,
Let's go
just
now.
apologies.
Let's go to Melbourne. Storm take on the Warriors. $1.36 the Storm, $3.10 the Warriors. Your numbers 9.5.
And this game right here, both teams started off very fire. 2 wins on the trot, and straight from there, both have had a sliding down the slope with 3 losses in a row. Very rare for the Storm.
They haven't lost 4 in a row since 2022.
When last week they said they haven't lost 3 in a row since
Yeah.
whenever that was.
Yes.
So how are we going, Geordie? Give me some stats.
So I'll give you some try scorers as well. There's plenty of it. Falongo scored in his last 6. The man's an absolute weapon. Warbrick playing against his club next year. Going back home, yeah. Scored his last 7 of 8 as a favourite. And Nick Meaney has scored his last 5 versus New Zealand. And how's this? The Storm have won their last 17 games versus the Warriors.
Absolutely. Let's make it 18. I like their strict style of Storm, and it's very similar to the Warriors, but they're way better at it. For me, Fa'alongo or Warbrick will be my try scorers, but I'm definitely looking at Warbrick, my guy, says my notes. On the other edge, Dellen can score for the Warriors,
Yep.
but I just think Storm too good here.
Yeah, I agree. I think Storm do a job. I'm going to Storm minus at 9.5. Storm win in an absolute rout. Falongo scored Warbrick, and I'll go Meaney as well for the triple threat
Beautiful.
against the Warriors. Let's go now to the Parramatta Eels, $1.65. The Gold Coast Titans, $2.25. The numbers 3.5 down in Parramatta.
And how was Eels last week? They almost come back to cause the upset with
Yeah.
the Tigers. Titans, on the other hand, are the Titans.
Oh.
And I don't have many notes for you.
Well, Parramatta, they've got no players. There's a lot of injuries.
Parramatta don't. And how good was that guy that come off Twiddle?
Twiddle. Yeah.
Twiddle.
Twider.
Whatever he was. He come on 20 minutes ago, scores 2 tries. First half, 2 tries within 3 minutes.
Yep.
Next thing you know, he's doing the kickoffs as well.
Mate.
So he was phenomenal. I was expecting to see him in the team list this week. He was not. I don't know what doing. Is he injured?
What doing?
He should definitely be in there. Otherwise, I don't know what's going on.
Okay, let's go. The Parramatta Eels, they've won their last 6 at home versus the Gold Coast Titans. However, the underdog has covered the last 6 between these two sides. Penasini has scored his last 3 versus the GC, and Campbell has scored his last 3 of 4 when the Gold Coast Titans have been an underdog.
Beautiful. I'm still enjoying Campbell. He's been good on the Supercoach front. He might be in the team next week. Penasini is back from injury,
Yep.
groin injury. But for me, I've still got skip, please. I've got no notes, but skip, please,
Oh, come
and then
on.
Eels.
Okay.
You know, I watched the Titans live.
Yeah.
You know how I feel about them.
They're struggling to score points. Their attack is just all over the place.
I know. They're a bunch of teenagers playing.
Okay, can you just be a bit more positive? Thanks.
I'm trying my best.
Okay, I'm going to go the Titans to win.
You say this weekly.
Yeah. Titans win. Titans plus the 3.5. Penasini scores. Jaden Campbell scores. And yeah, but my main bet there would be Titans plus the 3.5 to keep it close.
This is our city, mate.
Exactly. So
We
support
need to get some rockets up there.
exactly support your fucking team.
I would if they performed well. But
Okay.
we
They're
can't.
trying.
Are they?
Well, I hope so.
We're not. Do you know what the thing is? We don't have Gold Coast players there. We've got all these foreigners coming around.
Who is a Gold Coast player?
Campbell is, and he's one of the best. Fermor
Yeah.
is, and he's playing well.
Yeah.
Fafita is, and he's playing well. And it's all
Yeah,
these ones that
JoJo's
got,
the man.
We've got Illis. Brimson's doing all right,
Yeah. Yeah, they've got.
but we're just doing all right. But we don't have like
I heard this today. And the funny thing about the Gold Coast Titans is we've got Kira Park, we've got PBC. Think of all the
Payne
talent.
Haas.
Payne
like,
Haas, Cody
none of-
Walker, Reece Walsh,
Absolutely.
Jerome Hughes. So imagine all these.
Hughesy, even Dean Marinas from Palm
Yeah.
Beach. So like we're not getting we're not using our players.
Imagine
so
if-
we actually produce the best. I mean, talking of the best.
They do. They have so much talent.
Talking of the
No,
best.
okay,
So we've got the best here, but we're not using them.
Can you imagine if all these players that came out of Kira and Palm Beach stayed with the Titans?
Yeah.
Just imagine that.
That's what I'm trying to say. And what we're doing is we're bringing foreigners, like other, people from Newcastle, from other teams, and they're pretty much leftovers at their club, and they're being our main players, and that's just not it.
We need to be signing these guys as they come out of Kira.
Jamal Fogarty.
Yep.
We've lost Jamal Fogarty. This thing angers me daily.
Yep.
We've got Lyndon McGrady sitting in the New South Wales Cup. We've got Guy Hamilton. We've got players, Geordie Scott. We've got players at Burley Tweed that are absolutely weapons, and they're not playing.
Not going to go.
So whenever we talk about Titans, they're not Titans.
Have a guess which NRL club has a partnership with Kira Park. How ridiculous is this?
Broncos?
The Rabbitohs. That's just sort of proves the point.
So we've got the Gold Coast, Keebra Park, best football school
In the country, yeah.
We're sending them to New South Wales where they have 1,000 schools.
Correct.
That's our problem. That's why I don't support the
That'll-
Gold Coast Titans.
yeah.
This is our city, and we're losing our city.
Thank you. Anyway, they win on Sunday.
They're not. Eels.
Let's go our final game of the weekend. The Tigers $1.70, the Knights $2.15. Your numbers 3.5. And who would have thought a top 4 matchup?
You thought we'd never say
No.
this. You know what? You put this on your TikTok and people would lose their mind if we said the start of the year.
Yep.
West Tigers versus the Knights. Second place versus third place. Both are on a winning trot. Both have great momentum. They still have no Ponga, no Dylan Brown. This team has no Luai. How are we doing
No Bradman
this?
Best this weekend
No
as well.
best this week.
Yep.
What I think it is, I think it's just been a whole change of culture. You know, Knights have come out with their new players, Ponga, Dylan Brown. They
Holbrook,
must-
new coach.
yeah, new coach as well. So they had a refresh and they've come out not like the Knights we saw last year. And West Tigers, they've been building something special for the last 2 years since Benji, Bulla, Coruscant, and it's starting to come through.
Can you give me a buller?
Bulla!
The Knights have won the last 7 of 8 versus the Tigers. Marju scored his last 6 of 7. And 12 of 15 Tigers games at Campbelltown have gone under the total points, which is 49.5.
Yeah, well, it's going to be a very close battle. There's players to look out for me. What I'm really happy with is what's the halfback for Tigers at the moment?
Dewey?
Dewey and the other one.
Jock Madden?
Jock Madden is playing out of his skin, and
Yeah.
Dewey, what great halves to lead. And Buller, another player for them. Kai Paul Pierce,
Yep.
an ex-Knights.
Against his former club, yep.
Yep, and he's scoring each week, setting them up. He's actually playing like a beast. On the other side, Fletcher Hunt plays with absolute confidence, and Dom Young is here to fly. And one more for them, Harrison Graham off the bench. He's impressed
Impact.
for me, yeah.
Dom Young and Marju are like opposite players. Like the way they look, the way they play.
The
So
way they
it's
play.
yin and
One's
yang.
lazy, one's not.
Yep.
But they're both kind of a little bit.
Well, go on, man. Anyway,
Yeah,
they can score tries.
They can.
Who wins?
West Tigers for me in a close one, 1-12, and I've got Buller or Kai Paul Pierce to score.
Love it. I'm going to join you. Tigers win. Knights plus the 3.5. It's close. Marju scores. I'm going to take my main bet will be take the under. I reckon under 49.5 is
You
what
know, I'm going to jump on that because I believe in that too.
Let's go to our best bets.
The King's best bet.
Also, well done.
Thank you, brother. So we hit last week on the King's best bet.
Yep.
So I'm going to follow that up with another King's best bet here. And it's not that long. I've got Manly to win. I've got Cooler or Tom to be a try scorer. On the other edge, I've got Rabbitohs to win. And I've got Latrell and Johnson to score. That's 5 legs, $6.12. And we are hitting the King's best bet
Hell
2 weeks
yeah.
in a row.
I like it. Let's rock and roll. For me, my try scores that I like this week is Sloan, Tuolangi, Tedesco, Warbrick, and Campbell.
Ooh, I like the look of that.
So take that as you
That'd be
please.
great odds.
But yeah, that's what I like. As far as game numbers, I go Raiders plus the 5.5, Storm minus the 9.5, Titans plus the 3.5, Roosters minus the 1.5 would be my 4.
And don't look past this part because those are the parts that pay, they play.
Yep.
And do you know what? I get some messages sometimes going like, how does your mate know so much about footy? He's talking about you. And I'm like, he's the stats guy.
I'm just doing my best.
One day I'll be on the right vein and you'll be on the other one. And it's just hitting.
We're the team. Dream team.
We're the team.
That's it.
Well, great. Well, that was a great potty then.
What's the Roosters wingers name again?
Mark Nawakanwazazi.
Nice.
Mark Kawasaki.
Yes.
Let's go. He's the fucking motor.
He is. All right, that's dust done dusted.
Well, it's great to see you again. Thanks for having me in the studio. This is Media Vintage. I'm the king. That's Geordie Hughes. And we'll see you guys next week.
Enjoy your rugby league. Bye-bye.